Alright everybody, thanks for coming back. This is going to be my second part of my 2013 fireworks stash. If you haven't seen part 1, go to the link I'm going to put in the description and you will find your way to the first part. Alright, first up is this missile here. Now, I'm a big fan of World Class, but this is probably something I'm not going to light off, because if you can tell, the fins are bent to God knows what. So that is not going to be safe to light off. What I'll probably do is, probably just dissect it, see what's inside it. I know it just does like a 1 artillery shell burst. This whole middle part's filled with powder. So these are just your magical 10-shot Roman candles. Pretty small, but they're fun to play with while you're waiting for good stuff to start. These are 10-ball Roman candles. These are my kind of favorite size of Roman candles. They're a nice mid-range. They go fairly high, but they don't do like big bursts or anything, whereas these Gatling guns will do the big bursts in the sky. Now, I say that, but these ones that I got were pretty awful. I've had similar ones of the Gatling gun kind before, not this specific brand or anything, but I've had ones like that and they were a lot better. Specifically, I think it was called either Crazy Cards or Crazy Aces, something to that effect, and I think they were by either Great Grizzly or Biggs, but they were awesome. Hopefully these will get better in years to come. Or if anybody has any suggestions of which ones to get and where to get them, let me know. I live in central Indiana, so any stores kind of within the Indiana area would be awesome. Moving into some bigger rockets. These are just your normal kind of bigger size bottle rockets. As you can see there, parachute rockets, flying color butterfly, clustering bees, wild geese, and then the Texas Pop. Moving on to fountains. I'm going to go from small to big here. Let's see, we'll start with these. These are actually kind of my favorite crackling effect item. It's a fountain, but if you look, it's really tiny. But this probably weighs, I don't even want to know, it's pretty heavy, but that little thing will go like 3-4 minutes of just straight crackle effect. It's not very intense, and towards the end it kind of winds down on the crackle effect, but this is pretty cool. If you get a couple of them together and you do the light them all at once, it's crazy. It creates like a wall of crackle. It's pretty awesome. If you can find these are Crazy Crack Ups by Showtime brand. Yeah, those are a good little fountain to have. It'll surprise a lot of people when you light them. These are dancing butterflies. Everybody knows what these are. Yep, they are just little fountains, and then they spit out like little ground blooms that spin on the ground. Kind of cool. These are cuckoos and killer bees. If you've seen fireworks, you've probably seen these. These ones whistle. These ones do a little kind of whoosh sound effect when they go off. But they're cool, fun for kids. When I first moved to Indiana, these were like all we could do because Indiana was still on the fireworks ban for things that go in the sky. So this was what you could first get when you moved here. So, and I was from California, so I was kind of used to it. The moonshine fountains, these are pretty cool. They will spin. They have like a little nail in the bottom that they kind of rotate on, but it does like different sparks and it'll shoot out different ways. All these little holes here, it shoots out different out of. Mostly gold. Got 2 of those. Moving on to the bigger ones. This is Fishbowl. It does kind of a lava scattering fish effect. It's nuclear cool. Reactor. This one does like blue, orange, purple, yellow, crackling, I think. Yeah, bright silver and crackling, purple, orange, blue. So it does like nuclear colors, and supposedly it's pretty brilliant and bright. So we'll see how it does. I'm kind of hopeful for it. This is my favorite fountain. We've had this in years past. Underwater Fury by Black Cat. If you can find that fountain, I highly recommend it. That fountain surprises so many people because it does this lava effect that's really hard to find. And it's all multicolored. Yellow, blue, red, orange. I think there even might be green in there. But it is really cool. I had never seen a fountain like that until I stumbled on that one. There's actually a pair to it that I found this year as well. It's called American's Fountain. We already lit it off last year, that's why I don't have it anymore. But it's a red, white, and blue version of the same sort of effect. The only difference is the white in it is mostly just regular fountain, and it does have some crackle in it too, but it's really cool. Either one of those I recommend. These ones are just cone fountains. I don't really like them because they're very deceiving. The inside is all hollow. Actually, this is one of the better cones you can find. It goes up about halfway as far as powder goes. But yeah, one cutting edge brand, one Black Cat brand. Alright, moving into 200 gram cakes. Let's see. These ones actually aren't cakes, so I'll start with these. These are little mini artillery display shell tubes, just single shot tubes. They're decent, they're not great. They're left over from an old TNT assortment we had, so that's how you know it's crap. They're there, they do an effect. They're not great, they're not terrible. This is my dad's favorite cake here, Fireworks Fiesta. You see this all over the place. It's a really good cake. It's a fan effect, so you set it this way, and you light it off. It's usually all comments. Sometimes there's crackling. It's all red, green, blue, gold. So yeah, it does a lot of different effects. If you're looking for a cake that you want a nice bang for your buck and one that lasts a while, one that's pretty cool, you can usually find this anywhere 15 to 25 bucks. Sometimes more than that, but if it's any more than that, you're shopping at the wrong place. But yeah, this is a really good cake to have for a budget show. This one right here, Rainbow Wart by Black Cat. It does a multicolored clustering bee fish effect. I'm trying to find out what it does here. Oh boy. Yeah, it doesn't really say anything. It's just, it does like a scattering effect, and it does all different colors, so it's pretty cool. That was my dad's pick, not mine. He's kind of into that fish effect type deal. Whistling Thunder. This is like a, I would equivocate it to a Battle of Color almost. Not quite as good as Battle of Color though. It does silver whistling and crackling up to a color break, so it's not like a Thunder King or anything like that. But from what I've heard, it's decent, so figured I'd give it a try. It's 49 shots, so I mean, it's not very big for 49 shots, so we'll see how it does. This next one here, let's see where I am. Yeah, this next one is Coconuts and Chrysanthemums. It does exactly what it says it does. It does chrysanthemum breaks and then palm breaks when you get up in the sky. 17 shots, so it's going to be fairly good sized. It's fairly big tubes. I can kind of feel them in there. Some are angled too, which is nice. But yeah, it'll do multicolors as well. A little bit of crackle tails in there too, so pretty good cake to have. Black Cat. This one is a Desert at Night. This one's good if you have small kids because the middle center of it is a fountain, and the ones on the outside are like blue and red bursts in the sky. So, and they don't go very high either, and they're not very loud. So it gives you a nice kind of aerial show mixed with a fountain show, without it being so like massively intense. But that's a good little cake to have, and they're usually pretty cheap. 100-shot Magical Barrage. That's like a giant Roman candle, and it does it pretty rapidly. It's a pretty cool little, it's not really a cake, it's more like a tube to have, and they're usually pretty cheap as well. So, yeah, this is one of my more favorite things to do during the 4th. If you get like a bunch of them, you fuse them together and light it off, it makes a really cool effect. Next one, 19-shot Whirlwind. What you probably can't tell is how big that is. It's probably a good, I want to say like 10 inches tall, and it's 19 shots with kind of a swirling whirlwind effect. It kind of looks like that firework on the front. All right, moving on. This one to the left here is loaded. It's 13 shots. We did this last year. It was pretty nice. The only thing I don't like about it is it has a hollow center. To me, anything where there's hollowness in a firework, that means it's just deceiving me. So honestly, you could fit more shots in there and make it a better firework. You could probably fit 4 or 5 more shots in there. But, I mean, anyways, it does a good multicolored effect. Yeah, it has glitters in it. Gold, blue, green. Yeah, so it was pretty good. We liked it. It was my brother's pick, and it was for his birthday, so he liked it. Red River Shootout. This is actually a Showtime brand one. And I'm a real big fan of Showtime fireworks and FOA brand, Fireworks Over America. They're getting harder and harder to find, and I don't know why that is, but they make really good fireworks. If you ever find some, I would recommend getting them. This one, we never fired off. I think it was due to time in our show because it was running long. It was getting late too, but it's a 16 shot. I don't know why it's angled like this. I think it's just for show, but it does yellow, gold, green, red with a 4-shot finale. And it does pretty loud shots too, apparently. But that one's good. We got that at, if you live in the central Indiana area, we got that at Gems Fireworks. Just Google Gems Fireworks, J-E-M-S, to find their website. But Boiling Point, Boomer brand. It's also, gosh, what is it? Boomer. It's co-owned by somebody. I can't remember who it is. But it's 16 shots. This is one of my more favorite 200-gram cakes. Does multicolors. If I can find, maybe I can't find the description. Did I pass it? No? Okay, well, I think it's multicolored. If I remember right, it does some glitter, some brocades. But it's pretty nice. It's pretty rapid, too, so if you're looking for a fast 200-gram cake, that's a good one. Now, this isn't really a 200-gram cake. I don't really know what it is. It's a parachute cake, 19 shots. Each tube shoots up a parachute with colored smoke. That's why it's called Sky Painter. But yeah, we got that because we usually have a lot of kids from the neighborhood that come around, and they love parachutes for whatever reason. That's why I had a lot of parachutes in my first stash video. Yeah, so they're always fun. Everybody runs and gets them. Yeah, it's called Daytime Pyro, which is awesome.